Right, we're trying to do a high quality, in inverted commas, video shortening the muckspreader chains, which is done by inserting bolts into the chains. It isn't really a cheapskate fix, because there's nothing wrong with these chains. They'll last for years. Eventually, if you don't keep them shortened, you'll soon damage the flail heads, will break off or something. So the size I'm using, which is quite important, M12 by 50. So I think that means that the 12 millimeters diameter and 50 millimeters long. I'm not using any washers because it's just something else to fall out and wear away. We did have some. I had some bolts which were really for hay bob tines. Not that I ever needed them for that, but for some reason I bought some hay bob tines a couple of years ago, and they came with replacement bolts, which was a bit stupid. But I've used a few of those in here, but they're actually a little bit small, and I think they'll come out. That's one of the problems. I've been putting odd bolts in Adelaide about. I've even used some old plough bolts and things, and I don't think they're really reliable enough. You keep losing them, so it's like a never-ending job. So I've got some 50mm ones, and the only difficulty is spotting which ones are to change, because to shorten. I think it's some of the ones I already did. That one's. See, that's already got 2 bolts in. It still appears to be rattling. The worst of it is, it looks like I maybe need to run it to see which ones are rattling, but then it'll be all covered in shit again, which is not too bad at the moment. It's shitty, but it's dry. I mean, I'm not that particular about such things, but you can't hardly stand up if it's all slippery. You keep slipping about. Anyway, I bought 10 bolts, which you would hope would be enough for now. This one's scratching here. Oh, I've done that one. So anyway, this is my first recording with a newly bought Zoom H1 for audio, and we're using the Hero 4 in a case, because this is the one great bugbear with the Hero 4s. But the sound isn't very good to start with, but when you have it in a case, it's complete pointless. You can fit an external microphone to it, but you'd be literally tethered to it, and anything that's actually on the camera, I have got one that just comes up and has 2 stereo things. That's sort of it better, but you get a lot of noise from the case and things, and you still, it's some distance away. To be fair with the GoPro, you often are just a few feet away. So anyway, I've been thinking about this for a while, and a really nice solution is the Zoom H1, which acts as a standalone microphone. You can use it as a desk mic. so you could do a voiceover on something afterwards. I'm not sure how often you'd want to do that, but you could do it. A lot of these have already got 2 bolts in, so I don't see how they need more. That one hasn't got one at all. Some of these have been changed, but not all. I think I'm going to have to run it, spread a load, and then see which one, if any, is still rattling after that. Because I did put some bolts in just the last time I used it, but we didn't have enough. Yeah, I'm going to have to run it, see what, rather than sort of put them in and we didn't need them. So that's it. Zoom H1, Hero 4, and an elderly Marshall muckspreader.